Design Contest playthrough / review. Today we're at Crater Crossing Golf Club. Let's give it a go. Interesting rock right off the tee there. We're going over some water, obviously. We've got ourselves a central hazard. Well, I don't know if I call it central hazard. It's a pinching in to make us think about whether we want to hit driver or not. And then pretty wide open. Some light rough to some heavy rough. Given that it's light rough there, I think I'm just gonna take the driver out and see what we get. That looks like mulch on the left hand side. Not entirely sure, but it would make sense. Alright, so we've got ourselves a sand wedge in after that. Interesting green shape. Give you some options. The bunkers are there. I guess the front one could be in play, but the other two really aren't. The water behind looks kind of neat, although we can't see it from the fairway. Green looks relatively, it's got a kind of a spine right down the middle. Doesn't look too out of control. Oh boy. Well, that's slow. I thought that was fast. I knew I didn't hit it hard enough, but I got lucky. Okay. Yeah, pretty flat green here, around the pin at least. Pretty easy birdie. I haven't seen this course, haven't read any of the thread or anything, so I have no idea what. I just wanted to kind of go in blind, so I'm not sure what the designer was looking for here, what they were trying to do, but I don't know what kind of difficulty level, or again, rock in the background. The bunker, it's pretty deep. Maybe a bit of smoothing, but not terrible. What are we? We're uphill a little bit. That green is sloping pretty consistently right to left by the looks of it. Just fired the game up, so it usually takes me a good round to get kind of warmed up, and I definitely don't play as well when I'm talking at the same time. Where's the hole? Okay. He says after he birdies before he birdies the first two. Greens are at 148, which is on the slower side. We don't need a replay. It wasn't that good of a putt. Yeah, so it's definitely, so far, unless this is just a nice gentle opening, it's not looking like it was meant to be very difficult. What if, oh, okay, well, 500 yard par 4, sorry, says high on that. So we have 351 at the end of the fairway, downhill. Does make you think a bit, doesn't it? Well, I'm gonna hit driver and see where I end up. I could see in like firm conditions and high downwind that would be in play, that water. Kind of, I'm not sure what I think of that. Having to lay up potentially on a 500 yard par 5 is different, but as long as you're going to get it down here with a 3-wood, I guess it's okay. Let's see, uphill. Yeah, let's try this. Really? Okay. Again, nothing too crazy to the green. There is some, you can kind of that sculpting on the left bunker there could be a little bit flatter. No, we're breaking this way, buddy. And we didn't hit it. No matter. You're never going to be too upset with making a par on a 500-yard par 4. So far there's just... Okay, what do we got going on here? So we're doglegging to the right. Alright. Just this tree right here is throwing me a little bit. It kind of made me think we were going to dogleg. Actually, from the tee, it looks like we're doglegging left, to me at least. It looks like the fairway's going to go over this way. Is that because the fairway's... Yeah, interesting. Well, we gotta be faster than that if we're going to cheat. Alright, well, I guess I'll find out what this stuff is. What is this? Mulch. Okay. Really not too sure why we've got bunkers here. We've got this is kind of an odd green the way it's been protected. Yeah. Yeah, we need that maybe. There we go. Now, did we pick the right bat? Nope. But there's the backstop back there, which has helped us out a lot more than it should have. Okay. Yeah, there's not a huge amount to say about this course. It's just... It's a bit bare. Okay. This I'm not liking. There's no reason why this needs to be blind. We can't see the pin. I grew up playing for the first, how long was it? About 13 years of the course I played as a kid. I grew up playing, we had a blind par 3 up a hill with a tree in the middle of the fairway. You had to go over it. It was never, it was never my favorite hole because, well, you couldn't see the pin for a start. And if you were ever going to fluke a hole in one, well, you'd never know because you couldn't see it go in, which I think is really unfortunate to take that away from somebody. And I'm not sure that was meant to be blind. I think just this area up here just needed to be flattened, and then we'd be able to see, and it would probably look pretty nice too. It'd probably be a nice looking hole if we could see it. Okay, everything funnels toward where that pin is, so happy days. Missed the putt, not so happy days. Two par 5s in a row here next. Okay, see what we get. Tons of room. Again, where are we going? So it's cutting over there, and now it's really starting to get kind of bare. Which I imagine, this is the Rookie Design Contest, so this is people's first, maybe second course. They probably haven't learned yet how to do a lot of the planting and things like that, or haven't seen where it could be beneficial. So, this is kind of what is to be expected, I imagine. Unfortunately for some of the designers, a couple guys have come out swinging and have some really, really well planted, really stunning golf courses. So, okay. So you want me to go over here. You want me to hit it 184 to leave myself a full sand wedge. Well, what if I go here? There's a tree in the way. What if I just kind of draw one in? That green, I guess it's not huge. It's pretty decent size. Bit of sculpting issue there, right? Kind of on the end of the fairway where it goes down into the, what I guess is light rough. And again, we've got bunkers here, but they're kind of not really. Like, they're just, I don't see, it's going to take a poor shot to get into them, let's put it that way. And then the rocks, I'm not sure if the rocks fit this locale, and I'm not a huge fan of them being anywhere near in play anyways. Are we gonna? Are we gonna? Of course we are. So, I imagine don't need a well, I mean that was a pretty decent putt, I guess, but we don't need a replay. Don't need a replay. It's okay. Eagles happen in this game. Sorry, I was just to say, I imagine that the yardage on the course is a lot shorter than what it actually played there when we cut the corner. What do we got? 621, and I hit driver 4-iron into it. So yeah, it's not close to what the yardage. It's a good 100 at least yards shorter. And I'm not sure about the design. I don't see why you wouldn't just cut the corner there. It's not like there's this massive wall of trees, and if there was, I wouldn't like that either. So, yeah, not my favorite design anyways for a par 5. We'll snipe one off the tee here. This looks like it's going to be a pretty short hole for a par 5. We're just going to kind of end up over here. It looks like the fairway's going to head that way anyways. And then, again, we're blind going down here. Do we need to be? Probably not. Especially not sure why that is like that. Just all of a sudden go straight down. If you wanted to lay up, again, not sure why you ever would, but you can just kind of plop it over here. You could maybe run it, but then that's, yeah, I mean, if you go this way, the water's not in play anymore. The front bunker looks absolutely fine to me. Interesting choice to kind of have it sort of pseudo wrap around this one. Again, why wouldn't you just go straight at it? I can't see the pin. I don't think that's gonna get there because I slow, and it might not have gotten there anyways. It would have been close if I'd hit it perfect, but again, I was completely fine with being short in the bunker. Again, another pretty easy par 5, and that one was short. I mean, we had a 509-yard par 4, and then we have a 5, about the same length par 5. So, yeah. Okay, here. We've split the fairway. Not sure why, to be honest. Into the wind. I think I'm still just gonna smoke it over here. I don't know why I would go left. So it looks like there's been some attempts to create some strategies, to create some options, but I'm personally just not seeing why you wouldn't just go with the straight ahead bomb it away. Another kind of tame green. Another slow swing. Just barely though, so it shouldn't be too bad. Yeah. I mean, you definitely never put this on a pro tour. Even I could see the lower regions of CC giving this a pretty beating from what I've seen so far. Here, this is interesting. We've made the widest part. Where's the widest part? Probably here, with the hybrid, for my bag at least. 402. But is there? Oh, there are some trees up here. But I still think I can just hammer it over that. Oh, maybe not. Oh, maybe. Interesting. And now my guy's putting, when he's waggling, he's sticking his club under the ground. Well, why wouldn't you? Let's see, we're down 12. So 4 yards. Hang on a second. Why do we have a walk? I've seen those off of tees for sure, but the fairway stops, then it's rough, but there's a fairway strip here. That's strange. Bunkers are too far back for my liking again. Gonna be a bit of a broken record on that one, I'm afraid. Oh, now we're a bit quick. That might help too. And again, it's a blind shot, so. It doesn't need to be. I mean, I'm a believer that blindness should be avoided unless there's a really good reason for it. Cool clubhouse in the background. Parking lot. Not gonna stay up. Alright, so what have we done on the front? Oh, just a little 29. It doesn't really feel like I'm doing anything outrageously good either. I'm just playing. So, interesting here. This could get downwind. Could you get there, I wonder? I'm not sure. Tons of room. There's no reason in the world not to just pound a driver down here. Get it. Like if you subscribe to my strategy, which is get as close to the green as possible. It's what I do in real life too, unless there's a really good reason not to. I feel like from a 40-yard pitch, I expect to get closer than I would a full wedge. It's just how I play. Had we gotten down the hill a little bit, then we could have gotten really close, but the wind wasn't helping as much, and I don't think it's all that firm. Alright, what are we going to do here? Yeah, we're going to do that. And we're going to shove the ever-living daylights out of it. But, again, I've got an 18-foot putt after what was a pretty horrendous shot, I felt like, so. Pars are really starting to feel like bad scores on this place. And I don't mean that as a criticism per se, I'm just kind of talking out loud. Okay, so we've pinched it up at where driver would go. So we're saying, you know what, go ahead and hit 3-wood. I'll bite. I'm not going to be left with much in anyways. 260, what, 140 or something? Oh, okay, on the angle 160, that's still not too bad. Good swing there. Hopefully I've calculated the wind and everything right. By calculate, I felt it. Okay. We're laughing there, aren't we? Okay. Yeah, not a whole lot to really say about the course. Not a blind par 3 per se, but I can't see the green, and I'd like to. And then a bit of an interesting ridge there. is that going to bounce up? Oh yeah. So we've got a pretty harsh ridge to the left, but in front it's just, yeah, bit of a mound there, I guess. Reminds me of the course I grew up on again. They got really mound happy there. Ah. So a dog leg with trees on the inside. I'm just gonna fast one around. I might go too far, but it's only light rough, so it's not that big of a deal. Yeah. And it's really light rough, sorry. Another blind approach. Easy birdie. We're officially on 59 watch now that I saw that it's a par 70. Yeah, I've said it already. I'll just say it one more time. The bunker placement just doesn't make any sense to me. They're not in play at all. Oh, he's just had a spasm there. What are we on, fairway here? Yeah. Yeah, the tree plant, it kind, I don't know if that's autogen or it's just, there's just kind of trees there. They don't really, they don't frame anything. It's yeah. Just skirt this one. With there being so much light rough, sorry, it gets difficult to be too concerned about club you're hitting. We're blind again. A little quick. Sit. Yeah, the greens are receptive and they're not very quick, so I'm just playing this at the default, so I don't know if that's what the intention was, but it's how it's playing. My line is getting kind of squiggly on my, like it's kind of going down left, up, right. It's odd. It's a little better. Okay, now we got a blind tee shot. Really severe here. So we're just gonna have to cut it around that tree there, but otherwise plenty of room up here. I'm gonna regret saying this, but it just doesn't look like there's much in the way of a disaster out here. There has been some water, but it hasn't really been in play. You can break now. Oh, you little bugger. You didn't. Yeah, we're blind again here. I'm not sure why, but it's pound it down there and flip it on by the looks of things. I do like the background. It's cool. A little pitch. Stay right there. Giddy up. And this is dead flat. And I've managed to pull it and miss. Impressive. That actually takes some talent to do that. Alright, and then the finisher. 500 yards downhill. Now we're getting a little bit of danger. Now we're getting... we need some flattening here, so because we should be able to see the fairway. It's unintentional unintentional blindness, in my opinion. We're gonna hammer it down there. Still a reasonable amount of room, although I figured it was gonna filter to the right. And then a pretty decent length of approach shot. I'm not sure about this green. That's a really wide green. And I don't like how close those rocks are to what I would imagine would be a right-hand pin position. You wouldn't have to push that much to then have who knows what's going to happen. It's a neat little patio behind what I expect to be the clubhouse. I like that. I think I get an idea of what you're going for as far as the kind of the theme, and it's been done well. It's just the golf itself has just been, I don't want to say boring, but yeah, it kind of has been a little bit, unfortunately. I mean, if I was really paying attention here, who knows what I would have shot. But I kind of hate to admit it, but I kind of got bored. And that's harsh, and I'm sorry for that. And there's that weird knocked in, but well, what's going on here with that odd thing? Anyways, that's 60, and I didn't feel like I broke a sweat. So, is that a criticism of the course? Not necessarily. The course doesn't have to be hard. I could see this being, people who are pounding away in the qualifying tournament and struggling to get out of it. This would be a course that they might enjoy a little bit more because you're not getting your head kicked in all the time. But anything above, geez, I'm not even sure. Like, I'd say you would never put this. I don't think you would ever put this on a pro tour event. And even kind of the A, B, C, D, E, even as far as F, maybe Challenge Circuit, I think they would rip it up pretty good too. And you would be seeing mid-50s consistently. You'd be seeing. I wouldn't be surprised to see somebody get to 60 under in a 4-round tournament. It's funny, I'm trying to keep a little summary of the course right now. I don't really remember very much of it. There wasn't anything like horrifically glaring, I guess. I guess a lot of the blind tee shots and the bunker placement would be. But there just wasn't really anything that made me think, wow, that I want to play that course again. It's a course that's there. So for the designer, I'd say it's a nice foundation to start from. You've tried a couple of things. I would suggest next course get a little bit more adventurous. Maybe try to make it a little bit more difficult. Try to have some par fours that are more than just drive, flip, drive, flip, drive, flip. The course didn't play very long, and then just try to make it a little bit more interesting. But I don't design, so this is a lot better than I could do. Keep going. There's definitely, your next course will be better. For everybody else, give it a play. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.